Hello and welcome back to some more Genshin Impact. So I'm over here in this place. I'm going to be starting the Tatara Tales quest. But before that, I just wanted to point out that they actually added in a new event here. It'll last for the next 11 days. And there's also this right here. I can claim one of these awards right now, rewards rather. You can do that once a day. I didn't even know that was going on.
With you now.
And I'm actually going to make some wishes, since they also gave me a bunch of Primogems. And it just makes sense to do that, now that I, can. Okay, so far it's pretty lousy luck, but I'm not really surprised by that. I wish that they made it 100 Primogems instead of 160. There's something about it being 160 that's always bothered me. Anyways, so now I'm going to go ahead and talk to these guys. Let's talk to Torinosuke first. Is there something I can help you with? What's all this Mikage Furnace and Tatarigami talk? It's just a small problem. We need a little time to sort out. You're an adventurer, aren't you? This place isn't suitable for you or your ilk. Get out of here. Oh, geez, he's rude. Why is he so rude? Let's go ahead and talk to Miyuki. How did it come to this? What's this Mikage Furnace that you guys were talking about earlier? You're an outlander, aren't you? You've got some terrible luck to have traveled to Inazuma at this time. That island is called Tatarasuna. It's a smelting plant for jade steel, which is used to forge weaponry. Are you aware of the legends of Inazuman swords? The jade steel manufactured here is the reason that Inazuman swords are as sharp and durable as they are. So, it's a weapon material? No need to worry. This can hardly be called confidential military intelligence. After all, the Tenryou Commission feels that having the ability to forge powerful weapons is something they should flaunt. A few years ago, for the purpose of expanding production capacity, they hired a team of consultants from Fontaine. They built the Mikage Furnace, a machine that can fully harvest the power of the Tatarigami. We've warned them countless times not to let their guard down when it comes to the Tatarigami, but they decided to go ahead with the project anyways. After the Mikage Furnace started production, most of the consultant team returned to Fontaine. Only Xavier, who we just mentioned, stayed behind in Inazuma. But during one of the previous battles, something went wrong with the furnace. The part that stored the corrupt Tatarigami energy became extremely unstable. Work was halted in Tatarasuna, and soon everyone was evacuated shortly after. Xavier took emergency action, and he seems to have set up a containment dome around the Mikage Furnace. It's only a temporary solution, though. He's probably still on the island now, trying to figure out a way to solve the problem for good. Meanwhile, the Shogunate is only concerned about restarting production as soon as possible. I hear that they're even considering calling the consultants from Fontaine back again. But I don't think they'd be willing to come under the current conditions in Inazuma. I'm assuming that this quest was supposed to be completed before we resolve the issue with the Raiden Shogun. That's what I'm thinking anyways. And it just has to be that Hanbei guy in charge of this whole thing, doesn't it? Who's Hanbei? A manager, you could say. Always going on about procedures, articles, and applications. His first reaction is never to find the solution to the problem. Instead, it's about what forms should be filled out, and which powerful individual needs to be informed about the incident beforehand. He's probably in the city right now, preparing to submit whatever forms he can find. I really don't know if he's actually aware of the severity of the situation. I just hope that Xavier or our craftsmen can find some way to solve the problem. If something were to go wrong with the Tatarigami inside the Mikage Furnace, well, if that happens, you should probably leave the island. This all sounds pretty serious. It'll affect our adventures for sure. That's true, but didn't she mention that someone named Xavier is trying to find a solution? Why don't we go and take a look? it'd put our minds at ease if we could help take care of this, wouldn't it? Obviously. Oh, let me see something. There we go. So this is what I'm thinking. Since I wasn't expecting this to appear, I might do part of this in this video as well, just because. But I will still be doing the character quest for Kokomi as well. So where is it? Wait. Oh, it's down this way, I guess. Okay, there we go. It blends in. So I'm probably not going to do very much of this particular quest due to the other being there. I kind of despise time quests now. Time quests kind of irritate me due to how often they force me to do them within a specific amount of time, obviously. Hello, Xavier. It's hopeless. Hello, are you Xavier? There we go. I'm almost saying Xavier, I don't know why. That's right, Xavier's the name, and the name's mine. But is it fate fair or foul that we should meet at this time and place? Pray tell, fine lad, who are you? I'm just a helpful adventurer. Adventurer? Ah, a grand adventurer, en route to the stars, the abyss, and beyond. Arrives here on the island of conflict in Tatarigami. Speaking of the abyss, I haven't done the abyss in a long, long time. I just remembered about that place. On the way here, did you happen to see a protective cover that looks like a bubble? No, I didn't. Oh, okay then. No, that makes sense. The containment dome's not usually visible. If you want to view it from a distance, you have to employ a specific observation technique. So how do you do it? Not with my eyes, that's for sure. I view it by availing myself of this work. The Mikage Furnace Emergency Response Procedures. Trial version. Okay? I followed the instructions to the letter based on the readings given by the instrument. It seems that the dome has been successfully activated. Ah, one other thing I should mention is that, technically speaking, its official name is the Mikage Furnace Emergency Containment Dome. Now, as for the Mikage Furnace, Miyuki already explained. Fantastic. She is a considerate and capable young lady. Ah, what a blessing it is to become acquainted with one such as her. But whatever happens, I've now sealed it following the Mikage Furnace Emergency Response Procedures trial version, so the problem is almost certainly contained to a certain extent. Well, it might be 893 pages long, but the trial version has no information on the emergency measures applicable in a wartime scenario. We need to form an editors group for trial version expanded edition first issue and have a detailed discussion on additional emergency scenarios. Anyway, point being, even though I followed the emergency response measures, they aren't the most complete, and the environment within the containment dome has turned, less than ideal, shall we say. The Mikage Furnace has now ceased operation indefinitely, and the soldier is getting incredibly antsy about it. Allegedly, Miyuki recently borrowed some of his people to arrange for the evacuation of the civilians. Now that really got him riled up. But if things continue like they are, who knows? Tatarasuna might just turn into a glorious firework, visible all the way up from my dear home, the beautiful town of Petrichor. When you say firework, in the worst case scenario, yes it could. We've not yet reached that stage, but if it gets that serious, you'll look to the procedures for further guidance. Precisely. But considering it mostly deals with insurance claims and lawsuits and the like, I was rather hoping it wouldn't come to that. Recently, though, the instrument is indicating that the containment dome I activated is a little unstable, but I don't know what or where the problem is. Back in my beautiful homeland of Fontaine, we would normally have a vision-wielding expert diagnose the problem. Then we would form a dedicated review panel to discuss and raise proposals, approve a solution, then organize the remedial work. But with Inazuma being the way it is right now, all I can do is try to determine what might be going on through naked eye observations and my imagination. In short, you're taking a best guess. Best guess? My dear boy, please. That is a woefully inadequate representation of what goes on. A fair description would be observation and inference drawing on a wealth of professional experience, including analogous previous cases. So an educated guess. Precisely. So my guess is that it could conceivably, potentially, possibly, probably be an issue with the device containing the Tatarigami core that is having a knock-on effect on the containment dome I installed. But even if that's the case, the readings given by this instrument seem off. Something must have happened outside the dome as well. So you're just missing your vision bearer, yes? Yes, that's it. Under the current circumstances in the area around the Mikage furnace, only a vision bearer would be, well, safe. Anyone else would probably make it around 3 paces. Except for me. I'm a special case, haha. I'd have croaked about halfway through taking my first step. In short, if only we knew exactly what was going on with the Mikage furnace, I'd likely be able to formulate a repair plan. But we'd still need a review panel to approve it. Wait, it would only take one person to fulfill the function of the review panel? Aha. So, we're all set. Allow me to take a look. Huh? But it doesn't look like you have a vision. I have my ways. Is that so? Alright, you've swayed me. It's not technically proper procedure, but we shan't achieve anything by just sitting on the issue. And I suspect that if we left the soldier to handle it, his report would still be sitting in his superior's chest of drawers, gathering dust as the island was being blown sky high. Let me pack up here, then we'll head off. In any event, we need to get closer to the Mikage furnace to get a better idea of the situation. Perhaps you could go and investigate the surrounding area while I'm packing up. These strange readings must have something to do with whatever's happening in the Mikage furnace. Pack up? Has that been approved by a review panel? Actually, as a representative of the present review panel, I have already granted myself authorization to pack up and strike camp. So no need to worry about that. Okay. So now it wants me to observe the Mikage furnace from 3 different points of view. One of them is obviously... Which one is closest? Yeah, this one over here. I'm gonna grab this very fast. Good grief. It took forever for that to come out, and I didn't even grab all of them. Give it to me. There we go. I apologize. Ah, good grief. Okay, so this one is pretty close overall. Thankfully there aren't any monsters over here. I've got a lot of Electroculus that I need to collect. I may as well collect this at least. What? Oh.
I suppose this will do.
Oh. Okay. I don't really care about those things. What in the... Oh. Oh. Okay, so I see an ice and 2 of the neutral guys. This is a huge rift. What on earth is going on? Are those Fatui? Oh, that's an electric guy. They look like they're guarding this place too. What's going on? I'm gonna have to walk away for a second because I want to switch out for Kaya. I wish that you could, there we go. Are you gonna let me Stop it, man. I don't want to fight you. Not yet, anyways. There we go. Sheesh. It took forever for it to stop. What? Oh. Ah. Yeah. I tried using the D-pad. It doesn't like it when you try to use the D-pad to select different things. Okay, so one of them was definitely an electric guy, and another one was definitely an ice guy. I don't need Venti in my party for this one. So let's switch in Kaya for him, and I'll keep Official in, just as a precaution. Okay. Let's start this fight off right by having him
solidify.
Focus on the ice guy, because I don't want the ice guy messing with me too much.
By royal decree.
Oh wait, there we go. Come on, darn it. There we go. I got rid of 2 of them by accident. Well, that was a nice little happy accident that just occurred. And I just need to get rid of his shield. I may as well do that. He'll still take extra damage. And there we go.
This isn't good.
Now, I would have still been fighting if I hadn't done what I did with switching out for Kaya. Now, I could switch back in Venti, but I don't know. These rifts must have something to do with the Fatui, huh? Yeah, probably. Okay, so that's where that's located. Huh. So let's actually switch back in Venti right now, just to be safe. Because I don't know
Give me a moment to
what
compose
might happen.
myself.
Although I am a little bit worried that I'm gonna run into another one of those ice guys, or not ice guys, electric guys, electro. That requires me to have Kaya to be able to efficiently fight them. But we'll see. Okay, so far I'm not seeing any... What a huge rift. Looks like we'll take care of this before...
Stabilize.
What in the world? Wait a second. What's going on? Okay. I have no idea what she just said. And it's not letting me observe anything. At least from what I can see, unless I have to go down lower. Do I have to go down lower? I don't know what it wants me to do here. I may have to return to this spot. Because otherwise, I don't know. That or they want me to jump over the fence. Or not fence, but the wall, whatever. Come on. Why isn't it? There we go. I guess you can't get over it. I'll have to come back to that one. It's kind of odd, the way they did that. Possibly you have to do it in a very specific order. Okay, so that one has like a little shield, and you have to find the thing needed to get through it. At least as far as I can tell. How are these rifts formed? Looks like we'll need to find a way through here to investigate those rifts. Oh, there it is. I'm not gonna bother with that thing. At least for right now. Come on. What's going on? Oh, there we go. This rift is huge. Best we keep our distance. Okay. Can I get in? Okay, I can't. Now the only one that's left is the one that I couldn't figure out before for some reason, which is kind of weird. It's like it didn't give me the option to observe anything, so I don't know if there was like some kind of glitch going on there or if it was something else. We'll find out in a second though. Okay. Hello? Game? Hello? What's going on? I'm a bit annoyed. Okay, fine. I guess that's as much as I'll be able to do with this quest for today, unfortunately, because I don't know how to solve that. But that's fine, because I can move on to the first part of the Moonlight Merriment quest. One for the foodies, two for the show. Go to Wan Min Restaurant. Paimon, ever gluttonous, pulls you over to Wan Min Restaurant for a good meal. There you should happen to meet Zhang Ling, who is deep in thought. Okay. So I'm sorry about the fact that I couldn't do any more with this, because I don't know, and I'm not gonna sit there and like try to figure out why they want me to stand in that one spot for seemingly no reason. I mean, like the other ones had the little glowing things for them, so I'm assuming that it's glitched. And I wouldn't be too surprised, because it would be... Well, actually, I would be a little bit surprised, because I think it would be, like, the first glitch that I've encountered myself, personally. But I know that other people have encountered glitches with other quests while playing. Actually, no.
Guess who's here?
Actually, that would be the second glitch I've encountered, because I did encounter a glitch a long time ago with one of those Eyes of the Storms or whatever, but that's beside the point. Anyways, sorry to bother you.
Oh, no way! It's the Traveler and Paimon!
And it's voice acted.
Ah, Traveler, welcome. Good to see you. What can I get for you?
We want some blackback perch stew!
All right, blackback perch stew it is. Make yourselves at home. It'll be right out for you in just a moment.
Thanks, Chef Mao! I was just thinking about you guys, and now you're here! It feels like you heard my call and came running. You mean you were about to come looking for us?
It has been a long time since I've seen her.
Uh-huh. There's something I want to discuss with you guys. Did you happen to see how the city looked on the way over here? Everyone's getting ready for the Moon Chase Festival.
Oh, so that's what it's called.
Moon Chase Festival? Is that another one of Liyue's ancient traditions? That's right. Moon Chase is a big festival where we celebrate the arrival of the fall by moonlight. The old folks say that thousands of years ago, this was the time of the year when the Adepti would seek the way. But it's completely different nowadays. We eat our favorite foods, spend time with friends and relatives, enjoy the moon and the flowers. So much easier. Basically, we just do all the things that people like doing and don't take a whole lot of effort. Sounds like Paimon's kind of festival. With your great taste in food, Moon Chase Festival is sure to be to your liking.
Paimon has taste?
Hey! If you got a problem with Paimon's taste, just spit it out! So are you guys free these days? I'm taking part in this year's Masterful Chefs. If possible, I'd like you to be my culinary consultants.
That's right. Getting some suggestions from friends will broaden your horizons.
Masterful Chefs, huh? So is that like a competition? Right, yeah! I guess you probably haven't heard about it before. Every year, Moon Chase Festival has a different theme, usually picked by the Qixing. This year's theme is Feast of the Bounteous Land, so the Qixing decided to organize a cooking competition. Feast of the Bounteous Land. Pretty much sums up what Liyue is all about. Great theme! I totally agree. I heard it was Ningguang that came up with it. She's so amazing and so full of mystery.
So, what do you need us to do?
Well, I want to take part in the competition, but coming up with new dishes is hard work. By the time you finally thought of something, cooked it, taste tested it, it can be hard to judge whether you're really into something or not. And so, I was thinking, I could get the two of you to help by gathering everyone's thoughts on what makes a great dish. I really want to think outside the box this time. And to do that, I'm gonna need lots of different ideas from lots of different people.
As long as we don't have to do that weird cooking minigame again, I'm all for it.
This'll be a piece of cake! We've got friends from all over the map, haven't we?
We certainly don't lack contacts.
You sound pretty confident. Well, you know, not to brag or anything. But first things first, let's have a delicious one-man meal. After that, we can go around to all of our friends in Liyue and get their ideas one by one. Okay, great. Also, Guoba should be back soon, so we can all go together.
Now, Guoba is her little, like, bear companion or something. I think it's a little tiny bear.
Here's your black-back perch stew, folks.
It smells so good.
She uses it in her attacks, just so you know. Anyways, it smells so good. Thank you, Chef Mao.
It's my pleasure.
After having a delicious meal.
That was so delicious. Theory confirmed. This is definitely chili pepper weather.
Xiangling can be a bit of a handful, so please look out for her while you're out and about.
Come on, Dad. Why would you say that?
Because I know you all too well, my dear. That's why. You mustn't be quite so reckless when you're out in the wild, you understand? You do well to be a little more cautious, like our traveler friend.
Don't worry. We're all friends here. Let's all look out for each other. Ah, and Guoba's back. Roly pulling around as usual. All right, let's pack up and head out.
Ninja Guoba. One for the foodies, two for the show has started. So this is almost like a character quest in a way for Xiangling. I don't know why they didn't just make it a character quest for her. I mean, it would have made more sense to me to do that, but whatever. Okay, so they want us to go over to where exactly? Oh, it's not too far away. Just run right over to it. In fact, it's been such a long time since I've run through Liyue like this. I seem to vaguely recall visiting this area a few times in the past. For other quests.
Outside the box thinking that we're looking for, right? Hu Tao always seems to have a unique perspective, so let's make this our first stop.
Oh, Hu Tao, huh?
What? My ears are burning. Did somebody say my name? Yeah, it's Paimon and the Traveler. Oh, and Xiangling, too.
We've come to hang out.
Oh, of course, Hu Tao. Way outside the box.
Meaning you're here for some other reason, right? How might I be of assistance?
Well, Hu Tao, I wanted to ask you, what kind of food do you like?
What food I like? Off the top of my head, I don't really have an answer.
Wow, so even Hu Tao gets lost for words sometimes. Paimon sure didn't see that coming.
Come on, even the chirpiest birds clock out for the night, right? I'm no different.
Pretty sure clocking out isn't something birds do, but okay.
It's okay, Hu Tao. Just keep it simple.
Right! There's no need to overcomplicate it. Just pick a dish and tell me what you like about it. I'm doing some market research.
I see. Launching a new dish? Well, let me say right off the bat, nothing weird, okay? Some poached fish, a side of shrimp dumplings. That is all you need.
Poached fish and shrimp dumplings? That's a bit ordinary, isn't it?
Well, it is and it isn't. Think about it. Poached fish is hot and spicy with a powerful aroma. It's a dynamic dish. Add a side of shrimp dumplings, and there's your static component. Got it?
What in the world is that in the background there? That weird bear-like thing that's running around. Anyways.
Dynamic? Oh, Oh, I can do dynamic. Mushroom slime stew it.
No, not that kind of dynamic. A dish is more than substance, it's a mood. Poached fish is red and spicy. It elicits a response from the eyes, ears, nose, and mouth. That's why I call it dynamic.
I think that's guoba in the background. I just thought guoba was smaller than that.
Shrimp dumplings are more subdued, clear and smooth with a pure and subtle fragrance. I call that static. Combining dynamic and static is how you create a perfectly balanced meal. A union between opposite but complementary features coexisting in perfect harmony.
I'm really hungry right now, and this isn't helping me at all.
Paimon didn't follow that at all. But at the same time, it kinda sounded smart, so... Okay, dynamic and static. Opposite, but complementary. So is this just another way of saying you should keep everything balanced? You know, a little meat, a little veggie, a little salt, a little sugar?
Bingo! Except I don't think you need to have a sweet dish for it to be a complete meal. Personally, I always skip dessert.
Okay, I think I got it. At first I thought you were just goofing around, but actually you make a really good point. How did I ever doubt you, Hu Tao? Thanks. When it comes to telling tales, the storytellers have got nothing on Hu Tao.
Sounds suspiciously like a compliment to me. I'll take it.
You're clearly a keen philosopher.
Uh-huh. Well, at least one of you gets it. Everything in this world runs on its own set of principles, be it the circle of life or sugar and spice. You either get it or you don't.
Since the Traveler seems to approve, I'll make sure to factor it in. Paimon thinks we're pretty much done here now. Let's head to Boo Boo Pharmacy next.
Are we gonna meet Kiki next?
Boo Boo Pharmacy? Yeah, you'll definitely get some interesting responses over there.
Yeah, she probably knows we're gonna get some really weird ones from there. You know, since I've mentioned guoba a few times, and the game has obviously mentioned it as well, I'll just show it very fast. Where are you? There you are. So, when you go to talents, I guess why isn't she pulling it out? I thought she pulled it out. Oh, there it is. See? It's bigger than I remember it being. So yeah, it was indeed that running around in the background. Okay, let's go to the next location. I'll just teleport right over there. It's not going to take too long to teleport to it. And it's definitely closer. I think that it's also higher up, so that way I can actually glide over to it, but I could be wrong. Nope, it's not higher up. That's fine. It's not too hard to get there. I like the way they designed this area. I think that they've added more stuff here, though. It looks a lot more green than it used to. I could be wrong. Oh, I haven't seen this guy in a really long time. Baizu? I guess that he's gonna be part of this.
It's you. Is everything okay?
Why, if it isn't the special guest who seldom visit. Less busy than usual, I see. Yikes! What happened to Baiju's voice? Excuse me? The neck.
Oh, it's a snake, okay.
Oh, it's just Changsheng.
It's been a while.
Welcome, welcome. Here to procure an herbal remedy, I presume?
No. We actually came for the conversation this time. We're here to talk food. I'm entering this year's cooking competition, so I wanted to ask you both... Oh, wait, there's 3 of you. I wanted to ask the 3 of you what kind of food you like. Most astutely self-corrected. We shall surely supply our assistance.
You need to know what food I like? It's all the same. No flavor.
Chi-Chi has some gustatory dysfunction
Chi-Chi,
and
okay.
can't taste any food. Make no mistake, she's not being uncooperative.
Oh, I understand. That's fine. Still, I'd expect Chi-Chi to have some sort of dietary preferences, though. There must be some dishes that you like the sensation of.
Sensation? Yes. There's one. Coconut milk. Nice and cold.
Well, that doesn't help us. It's not a dish, it's a drink.
Now I think about it, didn't we help her get some of that before in the past for like a quest? I could be wrong.
How about you two? Any thoughts? I like bite-sized morsels of meat.
I agree with Chung Chung. Many of our patients are the elderly and young children. They find large chunks of fowl or seafood difficult to swallow and digest. Dishes where the ingredients have been finely chopped, on the other hand, are far more suitable for them. We also see plenty of people with colds and sore throats who find it difficult to eat rich food. From a purely pharmaceutical perspective, I tend to recommend soups and stews.
Got it. Would that be medicinal soups and stews?
Medicinal soup. I don't like it.
I must apologize for having such a one-track mind. It's a little difficult to think about food without worrying about the health implications these days. We've had quite the endless stream of patients recently. If you ask me, I think the changing weather is to blame.
That's okay. Everyone's input counts. Keeping it seasonal and suitable for all ages sounds like a pretty good idea to Paimon.
Important considerations for any chef.
Medicinal dishes have higher demands in terms of nutritional balance than the kind of food I normally cook. I don't usually focus on medicinal properties, but since this is for a competition, maybe I can score more points by taking both flavor and function into account.
Food with substance. Always better. Everyone will like it.
It's a great suggestion. Thanks, everyone.
You're welcome. As long as we could help.
It's great to have a doctor's unique perspective. I'm feeling inspired.
Oh, how you flatter me.
Receptivity to sensible suggestions make for a savvy chef. Oh, she is! Creating new dishes is Xiangling's favorite thing to do. You can be sure she'll put lots of care and attention into it. Everyone's got their hobbies, and mine is cooking. Usually I just go with my own ideas, but having a whole new perspective this time is sure to make a big difference to the end result. Great! That makes this whole trip worth it! Alright, time to move on to the next. So we've got an independent thinker's perspective and a health perspective. Next, Paimon thinks we should probably talk to some picky eaters.
Okay, but we are actually going to do that in the next video. They want us to go to Eugene Terrace, right? Yeah, right all the way up there. Instead, we are going to now move on to the next quest, Rumors Abound for Kokomi. But before that, why is this suggesting... Oh, I can claim this now. It passed over into the next day. I'm doing this really early in the morning. So, let's go all the way down here and do the next part of the character quest for Kokomi. It's a shame that I couldn't do the, at least finish that one part of the quest of observing the furnace, but I'm okay with how that happened. I thought I had to jump off that way. For some reason it looked like you had to, but I wonder if I can kind of use that to... Okay, never mind. You don't have to. I thought I was... Oh! The way they designed that is kind of funny.
This must be the Fatui camp that the merchant was talking about. From the looks of it, it used to be a Hilichurl camp. Who knows why the Fatui occupied it? Looks pretty Not by brute force, that's for sure. But that's not a problem. The terrain here gives us an advantage, and we haven't given away our position so far. Our enemy is in the light while we are in the shadows. Strategically, we have the upper hand.
And what does the Grand Strategist have in mind?
I think we have 3 options available.
Yeah, this would work a lot better if it was nighttime. They should probably had it so you had to set it to nighttime. I'm just saying.
Option 1. Take the king, and it's checkmate. The Fatui's presence in Inazuma is weak at present. Nothing more than a few scattered remnants. If we strike from above and take down their leader first, the rest of them will be hard-pressed to put up a serious fight.
Okay, let's go with that.
Option 2. Hit them where it hurts. Over there, for example, a store of gunpowder cakes. If we manage to discreetly set the gunpowder alight without alerting them, it would deal them a devastating blow. They'd be caught completely off guard. Both their morale and fighting capacity would be severely impaired.
I mean, that's a good idea, too.
Option 3. Use the environment against them. We're close to the sea here, so the air is very humid. I can gather the water vapor, you add a touch of lightning, and together we can shock them into submission.
Wow, that's our grand strategist. It's a lot to think about, though. Which option should we choose?
I like all 3.
That will depend on our assessment of our own abilities. A surprise attack from the air is the quickest solution, but requires superior combat skills. With an explosion, we could rapidly reduce their numbers without a protracted battle. But absolute stealth would be required during the operation, or we'd risk exposing ourselves. If we decide to take advantage of the environment, we should be prepared for a lengthy siege. So, which is your preferred option?
I think I'll go for the surprise air raid.
There's the swordfish captain I know. Every confidence in your abilities. It's decided then. Let's fight this one together. I'm no warrior myself, but I can still provide some support. I certainly won't be dropping you into battle all by yourself.
So she's gonna be like in my party temporarily?
We should take them down as quickly as possible and retrieve the merchant's goods.
Okay then. Oh, wow. She really is in my party. So they want me to aim for their leader. Where is he? I don't see him now. Okay then. I'm a little bit baffled by this, but whatever.
Let's move. Shouldn't get careless.
Well, that's unfortunate. I wasn't expecting this guy to end up in the water. But hey, that actually worked out for me. He tried to use his shield or whatever, and it didn't work out at all for him.
Let's play!
There we go. I'd say that this is working out just fine for me, but where is that guy? Kind of weird that he's nowhere to be seen. Oh.
By royal
You haven't seen the last of us.
Okay. This is kind of weird.
Order guide you.
So they basically are just going to send a bunch of them at me. That's what this is.
I see through you.
And
Must counterattack.
so far it's okay.
This isn't over.
I'll switch to her just to
Hold the line!
see what she's like.
Killjoy. We've only just begun.
And so far it's kind of... What? Okay. Oh, that's where the leader is.
Rise.
That makes more sense, so he was hidden.
No escape.
Okay then.
Miscalculated.
she's feeling some good damage. And she's even healing herself.
Rest and rebuild.
There we go.
Can't run from death.
That wasn't too bad.
That wasn't quite what I'd call by the book. But it happens. Battles are complex things, and the situation evolves constantly. It doesn't always help to stick too rigidly to a predetermined plan.
Yeah, it was totally my mess up for not seeing that guy.
Seems like as soon as the fighting started, the plan went out the window and we kinda winged it.
And yet, the outcome is quite satisfactory. A testament to your ability and willingness to adapt.
Now, I think that this is the first time the game has ever kinda punished me. Like, it's not really punishing me, but it's like saying, you know, hey, you didn't do it the right way. When it's given me a decision like that, that's pretty interesting.
I must admit, I wasn't expecting to find the Fatui laying low in a Hilichurl camp. Presumably, they've been operating out of here in secret for quite some time.
Well, actually, I want to correct myself. There are those hangout events where you can, like, choose different options or paths, you know? But for that, they actually allow you to correct your mistakes. Whereas with this, it's just like, nope, you made that mistake, and now you have to live with it. Although it's not like it's really a big deal, because the game isn't punishing me or anything.
What's their objective? Are the soldiers right? Could they really be in collusion with the Tenryou Commission? Let's scour the camp for evidence. If the merchant's story is true, the inventory should be here.
Alright, time to take a look around.
Okay, that's not too hard. And it's obviously pointing me right over to those spots, but I'll talk to her first. Oh, no? Oh, I can't talk to her, okay.
Hey, look here! Could these belong to the merchant? There's a lot of stuff. Some of it has the Tenryou Commission emblem. Yep, this has gotta be it.
Huh. That's a bit concerning.
Whoa! This place is chock full of bomb-making materials. This is way too dangerous. We should tell Kokomi right away and figure out the best way to deal with it.
Okay.
So these are the Fatui food supplies? They look a little past their best. Is this really all they had to eat?
Interesting.
Kokomi! Kokomi! We found the merchant's stuff! Look!
I see.
Is something wrong?
Oh, nothing. I just zoned out for a moment.
Now, this is my guess. The merchant did get his stuff stolen, but the Tenryou Commission hasn't been helping the Fatui. And the reason why is because the Fatui doesn't have fresh food.
Let's see here. Yes, these are the stolen goods, all right. Food, medicine, farming tools, all essential for post-war recovery. And he was probably stockpiling them until he could make a handsome profit. By contrast, it's doubtful that the Tenryou Commission has any need of these items, so the idea that he was supplying them doesn't make a lot of sense. In all likelihood, he's just an opportunistic merchant. Nothing quite as scandalous as Matsuda and Uchimura had imagined.
He's hardly a saint, though, right? How could he stockpile things that people are desperate for? We're not just gonna give them back to him and let him go, are we? It doesn't feel right.
Don't worry. I had already foreseen this. In my recently issued post-war temporary decree, I included restrictions on the prices of essential everyday goods. These items will ultimately reach the people at a reasonable price. If he had taken the time to read the decree, it's unlikely he ever would have ended up in this predicament.
Kokomi, you think of everything.
I wish that were true. Take this alleged collusion between the Tenryou Commission and the Fatui, for example. I'm still completely stumped. The low energy doesn't exactly help.
Huh? What do you mean by that?
Nothing. Come on, let's take the goods back. It's not long now until the victory feast. It'll be a race against the clock to get all of this resolved before it starts.
Got it! First we mend the peace, then we attend the feast!
Okay then. So now I have to... Whoops, I didn't mean to do that. Now we gotta go all the way back over here. It might be faster to just teleport right there. Since I think that that's, like, higher up. Yeah. I can just drop down right here. And then rush. Sprint. Hopefully it's going to be fairly straightforward when I get over to this part. Yeah. Allow myself to recover a little bit. There we go. Okay, let's talk to Naruse.
My goods! You got them back, huh? Thank you, Your Excellency. And thank you, Captain. You see, I told you I was innocent.
I'm not so sure. You could have easily planned the whole thing with the Fatui in advance.
Based on the information we gathered from the Fatui camp, there's nothing to suggest he had any correspondence with them. Had it been the case, then knowing how the Fatui operates, they would have left some evidence of it.
But what if...
No ifs, no buts. We've recovered the goods. As agreed, this is sufficient to establish his innocence.
Apologies.
Guess we got carried away.
Yes, you did. You guys just wanted him to be guilty at that point.
What did I tell you? You army numbskulls don't have a clue. All brawn and no brains coming to me with your crazy conspiracies. Lay off me next time, got it?
I mean, he wasn't doing himself any favors, though. He was acting kind of suspicious, so...
Sir, I'm afraid you're getting ahead of yourself. You may be innocent of the accusations originally leveled at you, but hoarding essential goods is a crime under the temporary decree. You must bear the consequences. You have already admitted to being the owner of these goods, so we are obliged to respond with appropriate measures. In addition to enforcing the sale of these goods at the accepted rates, there will also be a fine, the amount of which...
Wait, Your Excellency, whose side are you on here?
I have no business taking sides. As the Divine Priestess of Watatsumi Island, I abide by the principle of clear and consistent rewards and punishments. Just as merit must be recognized, mistakes must be penalized. You may have been proven innocent of the more serious allegations leveled at you, but this does not exempt you from bearing the consequences of your mistakes.
Wait a minute,
Well, don't just stand there. Take him away. Time to pay up.
Your Excellency, he says all the goods belong to him, but it doesn't add up. Those of a Tenryou Commission emblem are probably his, but not the rest. Especially these ones. They're clearly for shrine use.
It seems the Fatui simply dumped all their stolen goods in one place. Leave the shrine paraphernalia to me. As for the rest, I'll leave you to sift through and try to track down the owners. I know, that's a lot to ask.
Not at all, Your Excellency. We're on it. But if I may, Your Excellency, maybe there were no signs of collusion in this case, but our people know what they saw. Something is going on between the Tenryou Commission and the Fatui. I know the peace talks are coming up, so please keep an open mind.
I understand your concern. I'll be sure to give it further consideration. I'm going to take these items back to the Sangonomiya Shrine. Why don't you come along for the walk?
Okay then. So, take a walk with...
Watatsumi Island observes
Kokomi?
different customs than the rest of Inazuma. I imagine it must all seem a little alien to you.
I guess. I don't know. I would think that Paimon would be talking right now, but... for whatever reason, she's staying quiet.
It's been a long time since I last came to this village. There's been a lot to deal with recently. Next time you visit, I'll take you to visit Watatsumi Island's old shrine.
Okay, I wonder where that's at. Oh, look it. One of those purple things I never examined. And I think that the game, yeah, it's entering a cutscene.
You know, the earliest shrine on Watatsumi Island was not located in Sangonomiya. It was close to the Statue of the Seven. Back then, the people of this island recognized the shogun's existence, despite not venerating her as the shogunate do. But after she struck down our protector deity, the shrine was abandoned. Relations between Watatsumi Island and the shogunate have soured ever since. Mistrust has become deep-rooted over time. I've been hoping to raise all this at the peace talks and discuss it properly. Grievances have to be let go eventually.
Your Excellency, what brings you out this way on your busy schedule? Oh my, you're looking a little worse for wear. You need to take better care of yourself, okay? All of our fates depend on you.
Thanks for your concern, but I'm fine.
Your Excellency, I beg you, heed a word of advice. After all this time fighting the Shogun's army, peace is not something that can simply be declared. If we reconcile with them, the god who once protected us will have died in vain.
Come on, that's ancient history. Besides, the fighting is barely over. We should be grateful to be at peace once more.
I know, it's just... we should remain strong in these negotiations. We mustn't be too ready to compromise.
I appreciate your concerns. I will consider the options carefully, and be sure to proceed appropriately.
Wonderful. We're all counting on you, Your Excellency.
Oh, Your Excellency? Well, I'll be... fancy meeting you at a place like this. Do you know, my daughter's enrolled herself in the Shrine Maiden selection process this year. If she makes it into Sangonomiya, I'll be one very happy mother. You're a kind and gracious leader. She'd be in very good hands. I'm always telling my daughter that if she gets the chance to learn from Her Excellency directly, she must make the most of it. I mean, just look at Her Excellency, still so young, but so mature and intelligent. My daughter has always looked to you as a role model.
It's funny how the characters are just standing there listening to her talk.
Well, if she comes to Sangonomiya, I'll look out for her.
Your Excellency. Boy, am I glad you're here. As you know, agricultural output has taken a pretty big hit this year. Let me bring you up to speed on the latest situation.
Oh, Your Excellency, isn't this the captain of Swordfish 2? Will he be based on Watatsumi Island from now on?
Your Excellency!
Please, remain calm, everyone. I'll get around to all your queries. Though, for the longer ones, I'd prefer it if you could write a report and submit it to the shrine. Then I can respond to each one as and when I have the time.
You chat with the friendly people alongside Kokomi. Yeah, that definitely looks like the face of somebody with a headache.
Are you alright?
I'm fine.
This kind of thing is water off a duck's back for you, huh?
Your Excellency, here you are. There's been a situation. We're still waiting on the delivery of a whole batch of ceremonial items. I'm beginning to worry that they've been stolen.
Why did it get foggy all of a sudden?
Oh, we retrieved those already. No need to worry.
Really? That's fantastic. You never cease to amaze us, Your Excellency. I sorted through all the petitions received recently and placed them on your desk. Also, according to the schedule, you're just in time for your meeting today on the development of the textiles industry.
That's today? Right now?
Yes, the two young ladies have arrived safely. We're just waiting for you.
I see. I was hoping to take a walk around the island with you, but it looks like we'll have to save that for some other time. Oh, let's rendezvous tomorrow at the entrance to Sangonomiya Shrine. Then we'll go and make preparations for the victory feast.
Yay! The victory feast! Just to be clear, we're talking lots of delicious food, right?
That's the name of the game. There'll be some Watatsumi Island specialties, which I'm sure you'll enjoy.
Great! See you tomorrow then!
Okay then. Let's talk to this guy very fast. It's a load off my shoulders to know that we no longer have to worry about the fighting the Shogun's army. Hey there, are you well? Yes, and I hope you're doing well too. Now that the war is over, I can finally enjoy the scenery here on Watatsumi Island again. Have you been to Sangonomiya Shrine? The huge coral is really something, isn't it? Yeah, it's all the way over there. Actually, right up there. The flora unique to the island is also definitely worth a few extra long looks. Well, I might be getting a bit too relaxed, yes. The war is over for now, and the Vision Hunt Decree has been abolished, but our differences with the Shogunate remain. Still, that's not going to stop me from taking this opportunity to relax a little. You know, when that lady said that, you know, they... I don't know. It sounded almost like that lady was encouraging her to still continue the war. I was like, why would you do that? I mean, yeah, it makes sense not to compromise too much in a negotiation or whatever, but whatever. Let's go ahead and do that very fast, just because. And let's see, I'm going to start off the next video over in this area. I just kind of want to see very fast before I end the video if that thing has like appeared. You know, the thing that I'm supposed to examine, because if it hasn't appeared, then there's obviously something else I have to do. With regards to it. I mean, it's possible that it's appeared, though, because I left the area and then I'm coming back. So it's kind of like refreshing everything, if that makes sense. I don't see it.
Let me try
What?
my blade.
Oh.
Taste my blade. I'm ready.
Okay, then. Maybe you had to fight these guys all along?
Solidify.
I'll do this very fast. We'll find out in a second, won't we?
Think you can get away?
I don't know. It just seems kind of random that these two appeared right here. And definitely not Fatui. These are Ronin and Samurai, if I recall. One or the other, or both.
Stabilize.
There we go. I kind of hate how they dress. They're lighting up and causing me damage. Oh, that guy fell off. That's kind of a mistake on his part. There we go. What? He got healed. That's a little bit unfair.
Stabilize.
Game, why would you do that to me?
Reveal thyself.
Whatever.
Order guide you. Time for retribution.
There we go. And I've almost got him down. Hopefully defeating this guy really will do that. If it doesn't, then I don't know what to say. The other guy didn't drop anything, did he? As far as items are concerned?
Like this.
Oh no, I guess he must have. Because that one did. So maybe just standing here will do something? It's certainly not doing anything right now. Can I go through it? No. Then, yeah, I have no idea what's up with that. That's very unfortunate. I'm gonna grab my loot from up here. Okay, so thank you very much for watching. The next time I play, I will try to find the solution to this. Hopefully it's not bugged, and there's something else that I'm supposed to do. Whether it's, like, smashing into the ground here or something, I don't know. So, yeah, thanks again. See you next time, and bye-bye.